birding at present.
Everything's been very chaotic.
This is
Getting set up for
public stream
again.
knowledge, so I will not be able to keep up with chat. That's just too much. It's too fast. Everything's so fast. Well, your
It is a very stormy day. Well, the storm's moving in. It's just been very windy, I guess. And the air is super humid.
Oh my gosh. I think we got, what, tornado warnings?
Yeah, I think we just got a warning.
Wow. Girl fight! I'm sorry.
You distracted them.
Well, they both answer to girls and girl, so. I'm sorry. What? Why do you do this? Get her, Soleil. Get her. Oh, what? Now you're just gonna make up? You're gonna kiss? Ophelia, go instigate something. Oh, no, now we're just kissing. Dalton's confused. There's also my phone, which should be fine.
I just gotta check.
What are you checking?
It was not showing as live on my phone.
Oh.
But it looks to be fine. I'm gonna restart the app.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that if I start looking at the live chat, I just get inundated with too much information I cannot keep up at all. So I just don't look.
Yeah, the YouTube app on the phone's like broken or something. Alright, well, I guess I don't need that.
Yeah. Who needs that? Ugh. What? I guess I could refill your corks, Apollo. Oh, dude. Oh, she forgot. She got her toe tickled. Oh, she's not gonna do it anyway. Oh, did you remember? Get her. Get that bird. Yeah. Get her. All right. Ophelia's not normally an instigator, so when she does, it's a little extra fun.
Thanks, Thomas Chidwick.
That guy's always here. That's cool though.
Has Apollo learned to say plastic?
No.
No, not yet. Although we did think we heard another like really good one.
Yeah,
recently.
he probably is mumbling it and practicing it. Although we did that big toy overhaul. We got a bunch of new stuff, and then we brought all the toy bins out, and we got rid of like 99% of the plastics, just because, you know, they chew on it and plastic, and we don't want to do that.
And then it makes the sweepings hard to compost.
Oh yeah, yeah. So no more plastic toys, with the exception of bottles and a few other things that they don't chew on. Like we have chains and stuff hung up that are plastic, but they're not like chewing on it as a toy. It's just like to hang other stuff and dude.
Tori.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you put a pistachio in the bowl? The big rock.
Okay.
We got a really nice bird bath, another rock bird bath, to see if Apollo would end up liking to bathe in this. He actually is pretty cool with it, which is really funny, because this is much bigger than the other one. I figured the girls would get it. Oh yeah, Ophelia's going right for it.
Soleil's fine. She's fast. Soleil's fast. You wanna get it, Stumpy? Or did you forget it's in there? Dude.
She forgot it was in there.
She forgot it was in there.
I just tilted it to show her. And
She's like, oh wait, easy.
see, the girls are comfortable with it. I can do that. She doesn't even.
No chewing, Apollo. He's not. Okay, he's not chewing. He'll tattle on himself, which is very helpful. And then Dare Autist. Thank
Rainy
you
day
for your
early.
donation.
Days like this really get them
Yeah. Anyway.
in a mood. They'll be crazy, and then they'll be really relaxed and chill, and then crazy, and
Dude. Oh, I think that's one of the plastics that we kept because that's tied to a
Oh, the
trick.
dudes. Anything that
Oh, the blocks we kept.
anything
the
that
Shreks,
is something
Warriors.
that we ask him about was not part of the purge.
Soleil.
Like we're not getting rid of the plastic blocks or anything that's relevant to his
Soleil.
training. Question for Dalton: was Soleil always so rude, or was she nicer in her youth? She was much nicer for the first few months when she was still really, really young and anxious and not used to us or her new home and all that. But no, as soon as she got comfortable and got about another 8 months of intelligence on her, she's just been like that ever since.
Well, she's very typical Caique behavior. This
I
is
need to
exactly
straighten her
what you
beak out
should
again.
expect from the species. Oh yeah. Garbage King. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Sounds like we are having an audio issue.
Uh-oh. I gotta figure out whose it is.
I'm just gonna go look at the stats real quick.
Dalton's gonna go look. Anyway, sorry, I keep looking. I can't help it. The screen prints text, and the brain likes to read text.
But it's okay right now.
No, Paula was just acting all crazy. We were having and he was, and she poops on the table.
I guess just with the weather.
Table I
stuff,
just,
maybe.
We have a lot of drop frames, but it's okay right now.
I've got to wait this
11.9%.
poke before I sit in it.
But we get to switch to fiber in a month or two, so.
Oh. Fiber. Would you say that fiber would make our internet more regular?
I guess you could say that, huh? Put your phone right here.
Oh yeah. No, we've been sitting on this. We were going to throw this away too, but we had already assembled this and just didn't.
Well, they like those so much, we were gonna.
She would like to do it now.
That'll take a long time, though. I wouldn't break that out.
All right, so maybe later. Go push the cart.
Ophelia? Push the cart? Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Well, now they're just running around. Okay, we can't look at the same time, Dalton. I have to practice self-control and not look.
Look at what?
The phone.
Oh.
Because there were like a couple of chats, and you were in the middle talking, and I didn't want to miss them. So then I did them, and then I kept looking, and so the phone was over there.
It's difficult.
And I want to get Apollo. I want to see if I can make him do something. Hey.
Can you do flip the bird? That's one.
Hello?
You were going crazy earlier, Apollo.
Hi. No, I'm trying to. Hello? Come here. It was you. You see, he's feeling something.
Why is your Shrek toy's nose blunt? That's because it's been chewed off.
Alright, well, the girls are begging over here. Come here. Okay, just you then. Ready, Soleil? Flip the bird. Good job, Soleil. Flip the bird. Good job. Flip the bird. What nice birds. Come here, little one. Your baby.
Let's see how bad this internet is right
The
now.
bird. Doot. Ophelia's still figuring that one out.
It's dropping now, but the percentages. Oh, which
Right.
means it's
You know, this is supposed to be about you, Apollo, but you're not doing anything. Did you get on the stick? I can't believe we didn't think of this earlier, but we've had these perches.
Oh, the
Bought them in
stick.
bulk. So we had like 10 of these, and this isn't even full size. Like this is probably like another 3 feet longer when we bought it. Got like 10, 20 of them. Hello. And it's like, oh, whenever they're misbehaving,
it
we
seems a
don't need
big
ladders, I could
storm's
just
moving
get
in.
them with
I
a
imagine
stick.
it's the one that just
They
caused
seem
a
to find
bunch
it
of
really fun.
tornadoes in Missouri.
Dang it, don't. We're talking at the same time.
We're still at roughly the same percentage of drop frames,
look,
so
they
it's
just like
just
to go
probably
on a
going to
stick.
be.
I don't even have to smack them off places. Now I just, hey guys, you want to get on the stick? And they're like, oh yeah, I love it. You know, I love being urban. There's big sirens going on outside. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, doot, doot.
We're going to have to add some swings and stuff in this room.
Oh, the room I just cleaned and reorganized?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Oh, well, it's still, okay, it's still cluttered, but figure, you know, we don't have any friends, so we don't need the dining table pulled out to seat 6. We'll just do that.
How do they feel about it? Are they like, scared of it? Or the table now that it's moved?
No, they actually all stood on it while I pushed it over because I'm very strong. Doot, doot.
We'll have to put a swing or two in here now. Tori, do you want to move one of the extra D-swing that we were going to take down out there in here?
No, I don't want them sitting in here any more than they already do.
Oh, really? I figured
Well, I
this
mean,
would
it's
be
like if we had
an
other.
extension of that room.
It's so depending on where you put it, we have to still be able to like see them from in that room. So typically, if they're on the perch here, I could sit on.
We could
the
just put
shade.
we could put one of those like
I got one. Oh,
parking
sorry.
garage mirrors. You'll see them in parking garages. We could just put one of those right here,
Well, normally I could just listen for wings.
so that you could see all of it. Oh, now you're turned around, Apollo. You want to see what's going on?
All right, I'm gonna try
We've
not
been
to hit
making great
anything.
progress with the crows and other birds outside, but especially the crows.
I left them some
Apollo perfectly mimics them now, and it's really funny
pizza. It is funny.
because they kind of go back and forth.
I think the girls are trying to talk to some of the creatures outside.
Yeah, they definitely try and do the noises.
But you know.
If you sit out there with them, you can tell. There's only a few of the birds that it seems like they actually have the ability to be able to mimic. Doot doot. Your beak needs to be straightened out again.
Thank you.
Oh, you want some? What was that?
No, she likes to do any vessel.
No,
like,
she wants
I
some
think
water.
part of it, I know we trained her to do it on like the little toy recorder, but as soon as I showed her that if you do it in any kind of like bowl or hollow vessel, that it resonates and echoes in a funny way, she prefers to do it in those.
When I went to pull the water away, she like had grabbed it and held on. It was kind of funny.
Well, yeah, she wanted to doot.
She wanted to get some water.
Well, it's also fun to doot.
Doot doot. Tori with the stick.
Listen, it's
That's
just
so funny. It's a nice stick. It's a good stick.
that's what's so cool about having birds is I can do like stuff that kids would do and be like, you know what though, it's for them. This toy, this children's toy, it's actually for them. Building blocks out of wood, crafts, it's for them. Now I just get to carry around big sticks,
I'll have to check chat in a minute.
and I get to
What's this, Paulo? What's
get
this made
birds with
of?
them.
Oh, you know what we can do? That we keep forgetting?
You know what we can do? Doot, doot.
We can give Apollo his wrenches.
Oh.
I don't know where the little tiny one is. We already gave him that one. But I got 3 stainless steel wrenches that are just for Apollo. I saw them over here earlier, Tori. Do you know where they got put?
The couch, the sofa,
Are they still there? Oh, they are still there.
sofa,
We got him
stick.
adjustable wrench, and then the biggest box wrench that was reasonably priced. Maybe one day Apollo will get you the $400 like 40 millimeter wrench. Now bird wrenches.
I'm getting. Oh, Ophelia. I'll have to save that for later. Ooh, shilly bird. Soleil, don't chew on that.
Oh, not that Soleil.
Ah, Soleil. That's not cheap. Don't do that.
Come here. Look.
Yeah, look, it's a wrench.
Look, come here. You want the wrench?
You want to get on a stick? I'll get you with a stick.
What's that made of?
Oh.
Yes. That's also metal. It's a wrench. It's called a wrench. It's my finger.
You know, don't maybe we put weights or something. Maybe we put toys at the end of the stick, and then I can use it for exercise.
Just pick another stick.
I'll just bench the
Just pick a
birds.
different stick.
Well, so if we put the two girls on one side and Apollo on the other, it should be like 1 pound on each side, right?
Roughly.
Okay.
If the girls were full and Apollo was
Empty.
fully pooped
Apollo
and
was
empty
eating.
crop, they'd be like the same weight.
See, look, I dubbed thee Sir Bird. Oh.
Don't tell me you're scared of the first wrenches that are...
Those are his favorite.
Where's the little tiny one? That one's really fun.
They might still be in the backpack. If not, it would. Yeah, it would have been
One
in
of the
there. But it's
stack.
probably still in the backpack. It's so small. Under the table.
Yeah, I see it.
Dalton, the arbiter of chaos.
Oh, there it is. I guess I'll have to get like one that's a more appropriate Apollo size. I'll try and catch up with chat.
Wait, you still just want the stick?
There's your little wrench.
Soybean?
Drop.
Oh, Soleil. Drop.
Do the girls like that wrench?
I don't know. Who knows?
Will the birds follow commands from anyone or just you? Like, if someone else told them to come here, would they do it? Come here would be a little iffy, although if they're getting snacks, they definitely would. We've had students from Eckerd every time college is in semester for like 2 years now that have been working with them. And we're also doing a study where it's someone that Apollo doesn't know asking him the questions every time. And he's been doing really well. So yes, he does. He understands the words basically, and he will do it for anyone. Although there are some things he wouldn't do, like step up. He only steps up for people he respects, it seems like.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
It's a cute
And-
little litmus test for the visiting students of like, can you get him to step up? How does he like respond to you asking him to? Stuff like
Because
that.
he seems to judge people based on a bunch of nonverbal kind of their physical cues and stuff and how they compose themselves. And then he just makes a decision and he won't step up for certain people. If they try and force it kind of like meekly, he'll just give them like a very light bite with the head down blocking the feet. Be like, nope.
I remember there was one student, and she was like, does he step up? And I'm like, he knows the command. But, you know, he explained what Dalton did. He's like, my baby, when you're a new person. She's like, I have a cat, a very angry cat. I'm not
Yeah,
scared.
you did notice that pattern.
And literally just like, that's a pattern we've noticed actually, that typically the younger people, well I guess they're all younger people, Dalton and I are getting old, all of the students that have like angry cats are just like, oh, no problem. And they just get bit, cut up. They're like, whatever, he's a bird. So anyways, this one girl specifically was just like, oh no, don't worry about it, I have this cat. And then literally just like does exactly what you're supposed to do and like pushes her hand into his chest, lifts him up, and he gets her thumb like good, but doesn't not like to injure, but like, hey. And then she picks him up, and then he's just kind of.
See, the funny thing is, if she would have like flinched or like
Yeah.
freaked out or been, you know, not consistent after the bite, he probably would have hated her.
Yeah.
Or like refused to ever step up again. That's the thing, is kind of like you got to really communicate it, or you just really go all in for it, but you have to like do it right and be willing to get bit and
Yeah, you have
not
to
be
actually
upset about
follow
that or very
through.
reactive. Because like it's like a. See, like that was. Oh, I guess it wasn't in frame.
Yeah, sorry, the girls are being really funny.
I just grabbed
They're always
Apollo.
really funny.
You want to look outside?
That was Apollo who burped, by the way. It was not Dalton.
Apollo, you want to look outside? Oh, we can do some pistachios in a second.
Okay. Did you get the house
Oh,
numbers
the
covered?
crow is here.
Oh, the crow bird. Oh, I did leave the crow pizza.
The crow bird's here, Apollo.
Is he getting the pizza?
You hear the crow bird?
I don't know what pizza in the rocks.
Do you hear the crow bird?
Look. Oh, there's. Oh,
The
see.
mockingbirds are on him.
Well, there's like 3 slices of pizza there.
The morning or the European collared dove is going at him.
Well, there's 3. There's a jackpot in that rock pile. I put all the leftover pizza in there. It's like.
Usually we give them healthy food, but
But yeah, we were at a friend's
What?
and there was a lot of leftover extra crispy DiGiorno's. And they really did not want to keep it. So it's like, alright, you guys are cool if it's crow fodder? They're like, yeah. Those are some upset birds. Sorry, now we're just bird watching. But you, okay. I guess the pizza, all the pizza's been pulled out a little bit. Wow. I love nature. Who we got? We got Ophelia. Ophelia loves coming outside. Yeah, you tell him. So they managed to pull all the pizza out from its hiding spots. Oh, and
Thanks,
there's
Soph.
Soleil. You gotta grab the pizza, man.
has Apollo learned something new yet? Like, what is he learning now? He's learning a lot about the birds
Pizza.
outside. He learned we got a new fridge, and he
Non-delivery.
very quickly learned the door is left open alert chime, which is somewhat annoying, but it's not the worst noise in the world.
Call,
What else is
friend.
he doing? He's actually doing a lot right now. I just can't think of it at the moment.
Oh yeah, my wheeze laugh. I guess he's been doing that
He's
for
always-
forever,
yeah, he's
but
done
we've
that
just
forever.
acknowledged it because we would laugh, and he would do like this weird like, but it's evolved into my actual my wheeze. When I find something funny, see, look at the crow bird.
Fresh water.
Oh,
You want
bird's
fresh
eating
water?
pizza.
There's water over here.
There he goes. All right, I think that's the last he's gonna get. He's getting.
This
Yeah, he's
water is
getting-
from
he's
this
getting
morning,
rough.
right? Tara?
Yeah, so I change their pellet and water every day. Every morning.
Why do you think
You're
Apollo
looking at
gets
me.
mistaken between bug and plant, although they're two different objects in shape and pronunciation? I don't know on that one. That one is weird to me.
Edible. Edible and not pellet.
Well, not necessarily. Not all of the plants have been indicated as edible, and nor have all the bugs.
Well, I guess it's like, I don't know, he chomps. Oh, I got.
I really don't know. That's one of the weirdest ones, honestly.
Yeah, but I guess those are like also very ambiguous because we typically, like,
'Cause
some
most-
plants eat, some bugs eat, some don't. It seems kind of arbitrary.
And
to
most of
have.
the other common mess ups will have like 1 or 2 phonemes similar between the mess ups, and that's like
Yeah.
probably just oh, I meant to say the other thing, but it was too difficult to control those fine muscle movements.
Did you want to go in? I know we came out for the crow, but the lighting kind of sucks.
Well, I actually came out to see if that's what Apollo wanted to do. Look what?
All right, Dalton, you're in charge.
Why does Apollo seem so reserved today, or am I reading wrong?
Weather.
Yeah, he is. It's the weather. Some big storm seems to be moving in.
Yeah, all the big storm days, they're very much like, all right, everyone, get inside the house, the nest.
Yeah,
everyone
they
keep together.
They also
bunker
kind of
down.
they get really hype for little spurts on these sorts of days. Though.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's
weird.
also when anyone leaves the house, or because it's like, hey, wait, you know, like you this earlier today
I
were
had to
doing
put a
whatever in
bunch
the
of stuff
yard.
inside.
You're like, oh gosh, you're outside, so all the birds were like going crazy, like, oh my gosh, where's Dalton?
They could have seen
Storm's
me from
coming.
the back.
Well, they chose not to. They decided they would rather scream. Sorry for that.
Does Apollo know that, this is an interesting question, does Apollo know that saying want to earn a snack will have you respond more when the camera person is there? Like, does their presence make him say it more? Yeah, I think likely. Same with like the tripod and phone, or Tori holding the phone. But he does ask the want to earn a snack in plenty of contexts that have no recording devices involved. But the full like live streaming setup, definitely he probably associates with more snacks. Although lately it's been a lot more kind of chat and random stuff than snacks.
Yeah.
We'll probably do some snacks though.
Yeah, he's been really getting his fill with the students here. And then I think what he's also getting better at determining kind of our demeanor. So he'll kind of approach, or we'll pick him up for whatever reason, and if we're feeling in a good mood, we're like, hey buddy, what's going on? And he'll be like, perfect timing, actually. And then he'll come and give a big...
What's the most abstract thing they know, as in an idea, thought, or concept versus an object? That's pretty much impossible to answer because you can't tell what's going on that they understand, that they can't verbalize in a way.
Yeah, like you
that
can't
we
ask
can
clarifying
understand.
questions about what their understanding
And
is.
Apollo also, about Apollo specifically, Apollo's only about to turn 5, so he's not at anywhere near where he will eventually be. But stuff like bigger, smaller, in, on, like relative position,
Yeah, I
and
think
stuff
he's been
like
doing
that.
better about like in and out.
Pretty much anything that, in my opinion, pretty much anything that they would need to understand
In nature.
they should understand, because there's a reason for that.
Yeah, in, out, under, on top of. I don't know about, I guess next to or nearby would make sense, but I don't know about like left versus right. I don't know if that specifically would matter too much. Anyway.
Is Apollo definitely male? Are Greys sexually dimorphic? Yeah, Apollo we had DNA tested to confirm he's male. Greys are, from my understanding, sexually dimorphic, but very, very subtly. Like, it sounds like experienced breeders can tell with like very good accuracy, but they wouldn't ever claim to be 100%. And it can vary depending on where exactly the Greys came from, because their native range is very, very large.
Checking me out, bud.
And then there's probably ultraviolet that we can't see in birds generally,
There's the thunder.
since they can see it.
Boy, does it make my head hurt.
Thanks, President G. What would you say is Apollo's most popular catchphrase right now? It looks like it's wart wart.
At present, like popular in the masses or popular for Apollo? Apollo specifically right now, it's the fridge alarm.
Yeah, wart wart. Yeah, wart wart wart. People were also asking to make him do that, but that's not on
is
cue
what's
for anything.
trending in the Apollo fan base.
But
the actual
he's moved on.
Yeah, the most widely known, and a lot of people don't know it's Apollo, is the suck. That one's pretty big. The suck bird. It's pretty funny. A lot of people don't really make that connection that it's you, bud. I guess we've moved, too. So the house isn't the same.
How is Apollo doing with cloth? He's about the same place he was on it. He hasn't been working on that too much.
It's pizza time.
The crow's coming back.
Well, I heard him. I mean,
Looks like the Mockingbird. The Mockingbird is just standing guard.
well, listen, I haven't even seen
Oh,
any
he's
of
on
the
the
other
power
birds
line.
try to even get the pizza. So it's like they get really beefing with the crow, and I don't even see him trying. I know, it's a mess out here. Have fun with that. Ding dong. Oh, power line. Yeah, see? Well, there's still all this delicious pizza. Oh, we got the aloe flower. Apparently that's hard to do.
Okay, I managed to catch up on chat, more or less.
That's good. I'm watching the birds. They're really interesting
Soon
right
I'm
now.
gonna build a little
You did get some
extension
really...
to this with a easier to see through kind of net that goes out a few feet down onto the ground.
You did get a few really good photos the other day, Dalton, of like there was a crow and mockingbird kind of beefing in the trees.
Yeah, I was doing my best.
Oh, there's another crow coming. Or was that the same one? They just left. Anyway, I give up. But you know, you got like one or two like really good ones actually. They need some denoise filters, but overall pretty good. Are you
Want
ready?
to earn a snack?
Oh, yes. Yeah, let's go inside where it's better lit. Ladybirds, let's go. You
There's a
put the
bird.
pellet in
There
your
are
mouth.
birds
There you
outside.
go, baby. Soleil, you put the pellet in your mouth. Or I'll just, yeah, see, when I just go to grab you, then you figure it out, huh? Oh, and they dropped them anyway. And they poop. And they poop. We're working, okay.
Yeah, you can earn a pistachio, Apollo.
Yeah, you really, that's how you got them in
You got the
here.
wrenches.
I gotta wipe those poops.
Answer 4 questions, you can have a pistachio. What's this made of? Yes, good. What are you doing?
Hat.
Yes, hat. 2 more. Whoa. What's this called?
Oh.
Yes, bowl. Good job. All right, 1 more, you get a pistachio. What's this called?
Box.
Yes, good job, Apollo. Box.
Oh, Ophelia. Come here right now, young lady.
You want some girl snacks, Tori? You should do a push the cart.
All right, Ophelia, push the cart. Wow, good job, Ophelia. Soleil, push the cart. Yeah, Soleil. Okay, you gotta push the cart. What? No, that is not. No, push. Grab it. Push the cart. There you go, Soleil. There you go, sunshine. Ophelia. Yeah, so you didn't think I was after you, huh?
You want another snack, Apollo? All right, you gotta do 4 things. Can you do Big Bird? Do Big Bird. Good. 3 more. What's this called?
Block.
Yes, block. Good job. All right, 2 more. What color? What color is this?
White.
No. Tori, what color?
Purple.
Yes, good job, Tori. All right, 1 more. You get a pistachio. What color is this?
Green.
Yes, good job, Tori. You
I
get a
want a
pistache. Soleil, I need to do, you want to earn a pistachio, Soleil? Let me fix your beak real quick.
Nom 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 nom. For real though, I don't really like pistachios. You almost had it, Ophelia.
Show the
You push the cart.
trademarked burrito method.
Meow. Meow. Oh. Oh,
Snack.
you can talk to Dalton about it. Anarchy. Here's your wrench. It's a metal wrench. Ready? You want a hat? No? You want the wrench? Wrench? Okay. I should just do anything these days. Oh, wow. Well, hear this. This is... Doot doot.
Hey, Soleil. You want to earn a snack, Soleil?
Uh-oh.
I just gotta
getting
do
her out of
that.
nowhere.
I just gotta straighten the bottom beak. It'll take 2 seconds.
See, now you know how to do it by yourself. You just really just do that whenever, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot easier. And we have the battery powered one now, even though it's bigger.
You're just really excited to show off your new tools, huh?
No, she actually needs her bottom beak.
Doctor's assistant Apollo. Yeah. Oh wow. That's really. Yeah. That's
What
the
is
fire
that,
alarm.
Apollo?
That's the fire
Oh.
alarm.
What are you doing the fire alarm for?
Because it's loud.
I didn't want to do or very much.
Just say you're bending the poor girl.
No, she wasn't bending much. Good job, Soleil. See, that was an easy one. We just needed to even that out again. It only takes her a couple days to get it
She needs touch-ups a lot.
skewed.
She's very high maintenance. Oh, you thought I was going to do something? What if I get your leg? Okay. Yeah, what if I get your leg? Oh! You know, there's a lot of camera over there.
Thanks, Nyla the Wolf. Can Apollo still do Crazy Bird?
That was
He
never
does
on
it
command.
sometimes. It kind of was. I was like halfway through getting it on command, and then we just kind of dropped it. But that is a thing he does. That's just a natural kind of Crazy Bird movement when he's feeling extra
Very
crazy.
specific window, he'll do Crazy Bird.
You want to earn a snack, Apollo? Then I'll try and catch up chat. Apollo, you want to earn a snack? Okay. What color?
White.
No. Where is something? There's. This is
We have
white,
white
Apollo.
ball.
This is color white. This is color white. This is color red. This is color
This is a rag.
purple.
Oh, a rag. Do you have a rag? I see one on the back of the chaise.
There's a rag.
It's a rock.
A rock.
A rock? We have rock.
This is a rock. This is a shrock.
Shrock.
Yes, shrock. Can you touch the rock? Yes, good job. All right, one more, you get a pistachio. Can you touch color red? No, that's the rock.
That's debatable if that's a red rock.
Touch color red. Oh, no. Oh, that's color white. Can you come here? Yeah, come here. That's not even damp.
Well, you know.
Here, I'll go dampen it, girls.
Well, you leave it. Oh, I was gonna say, and then you just spritz some water on it.
Oh.
Really, they will rub themselves on in nature.
Yeah, the
they will
Caiques.
Rub themselves on damp leaf litter.
Right, oh.
I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. I mean, we have a spray bottle with water, you know.
Well, that would take a while to get it like actually damp. You just squeeze it.
How damp do you think they like it?
Well, let's find out.
I mean, they'll accept any damp, I suppose.
Alright, I'll have a snack.
That's pretty moist. Wow. Yeah, get some bunches in there. You know, I think could help. Hold on. Is you put something underneath it for them to chew on through the thing. I'm gonna try like I don't know if I put a fork in here. Then they kind of dig around and look for things. Wow.
Let's see if YouTube works now.
Yeah, it's a cork. Cork. Oh, drop cork. Oh, put another cork in there. Oh yeah, see, they find them, and then they go, and then they. That's a lot more fun.
Yeah, that's so weird that it's.
Put another
busted
cork in
on the
there.
trunk.
Put another cork in there. Wow.
Alright, oh.
Get her, Ophelia. Step on her. Okay, that's a little weird. Not like that. That's. So, like, now she. Now Soleil's doing it. You could use my phone, dog. You know, look at those silly girls. Hello. Wow. How much fun? Oh, you pooped. Here's your box. Let's go. You wanna go? Where do we go?
Thanks, A. Collins. Tori's name means bird in Japanese.
I consider it fate.
That was kind of crazy to learn.
Here you go, buddy. Up there, you just left the pistache zone. A snack, Apollo? Come on. What? You know, he combined, because, you know, word synthesis is something he does often. He got, where'd you move the, oh, toilet paper, box and rock. So now he'll just sit there and go, rocks. And I think it's a lot funnier than rock or box independently.
Would wet cardboard work like leaf litter? Very possibly.
Maybe like cardboard.
Although I think the
chips.
towel seems to be a suitable replacement.
Yeah.
Maybe like strips or shreds of towels that don't have a lot of small loose fibers. Because fibers can be dangerous to birds if they ingest them or get tangled in them. The entanglement's not too big of a deal for an actively monitored thing like this, but...
Fibers. They sure do make laundry a lot of fun.
Any progress on Caique hopping? I think it's so cool because usually birds either hop or walk.
I haven't really seen any.
No, we haven't seen too much. There have been glimpses of hopping.
Yeah, like if I sneak up on them from behind and go like, bah! Then,
Never
like,
more than
they
like...
get like one good hop and then they'll
Yeah, I
run.
think like 2 or 3 is like the max, like one time ever
Yeah.
maybe. There's been a good few single hops. The signature Caique side-to-side head dance, we have seen a fair bit from Ophelia.
She does that a lot.
There's a lot of behaviors that don't really come out until puberty, it seems.
He'll get there.
Has Apollo ever repeated any foul language? He's said the F word really like perfectly a couple times in multiple different instances, but he was not meaning to say it at all. He was trying to say, one time was fire, hug, learning block, but he, in the process of, cup, in the process of learning to say those words, he said it. He has not learned it. He might have learned 1 or 2 like little swears, but it's too difficult to tell right now because it could just be an accident.
How you doing, Boris? You look like a Boris right now. Yeah, he's coming to Boris. Come here. Step on this whole perch. Oh, what? Ah! What?
Thanks, A. Collins. Are there any more videos of Apollo swearing other than the cup video?
You have one that was fire.
Yeah, I don't know if that... I think I republished that. I had unlisted that one for a bit. There's an old video where he was trying to say fire, well, short.
Yeah.
Where he was trying to say
the
fire.
The title was probably something like, he said, what? I think. I'm not certain.
That
It's an
wasn't
old
the
one.
title, but
That's
yeah,
an
he's
old
sitting
one.
on like the old
Office chair,
terrible
game
computer chair.
whatever. It was not good.
that we got from the dump, basically, or side of the road.
You know, free stuff is really the best.
Maybe it was shown in a
Buying
previous stream
things.
and I missed it, but how's Ophelia's object permanence coming along? Has she figured out the cup game yet? It seems to be better, but we haven't
Yeah,
really...
as long as there's nothing that distracts her, she seems to remember that something is there for a time, for a period. So it'll be like, you have nothing to get in her way, nothing to distract her. Because if I were to like set, the cups over here, she would touch any number of things or like step in the
She
water
forgot about that
droplets
pistachio earlier in
and
the
forget
rock
about
bowl.
it. Yeah, and just totally forget and move on. So if it's like no distractions and you put the thing under the cup, she'll run up and be like, okay, I know this is here, but if she doesn't like solve it in time, then she'll be like, wait a minute, why am I trying to get into this cup? Moving on.
Thanks, Josh Campbell. Hey guys, what's the funniest thing Apollo says now?
I still laugh a lot at the series of Tori. What, Apollo?
Yeah, there's a lot.
And then anything. So
there's a
he
lot
could
of funny
say
stuff.
rocks, schrock, box,
Oh, we're finally getting some rain.
bird outside, like any series of anything. But he just finds it very funny now that it's just Tori, and I, as I'm supposed to go.
That laugh right there is pretty funny.
That is pretty. Yeah,
It
and
seems like he
knows.
might associate it with the word funny.
Oh.
One thing I noticed the other day is I think he does like burping noises, and he also does chewing noises. But
Yeah.
he seems to do the burp noise when he wants food, maybe, or something like that.
Maybe he wants to get burped on. I thought he kind of liked that. Can't confirm. Maybe he just thinks it's a fun sound. I did figure out he's learning. I think he actually does associate the food or his food with the tasty sound, I call it. The
Yeah, he does as
you
well.
ready for fresh
Yeah, the
food?
chewing noise. Oh,
And as
you
I
do
take
that.
them into their room to
Okay.
feed them. Yes, I do that.
It also makes sense because he, like when we're eating, he associates it with the chewing noise. 'Cause
Yes. And then in his excitement for his fresh food, he'll like lean into my face and like touch my mouth and go, and I go, oh, are you tasty? And I go, I'm tasty bird. And we'll just sit there and go, smacking our gums on each other's faces. It's fun. And then he wants our food. We'll get on our shoulder and like get his face as close to our mouths as possible and just. Dang it. Sorry, I scooched the table. This thing's on sliders. Sorry. Go back to.
Is the
your
scar on your
business.
arm from a bite? I noticed it in another video. No, it's yeah, right there. It's from a hedger. I cut my arm with a hedger.
Ouch. I have one from a rooster. Our old rooster. I don't know if it's easier or harder to see because I'm really pale, but it's like one long one that goes across, like up to here. We had a rooster for a time. He wasn't like trying to get me, but something spooked him while I was holding him and I got one really good scratch.
Who's the hardest to befriend out of Soleil and Ophelia? Ophelia, for sure.
Yeah.
Because she's very easy to upset.
Yeah, Soleil's intelligent enough, she figures out, okay, if I'm nice to people, they feed me, even if I don't like them, but if I'm nice, then I'm going to get more food. And so she might get a little snippy, a little nippy, a little noisy, a little annoying if, someone new is not feeding her. But again, she'll keep it under control and be, okay, well listen, if I'm good, then they give me more stuff. Ophelia's just like, you know what, I don't like you. I do not care. And there's, not really a concept of future consequences. Get her.
Where did you guys get Boris from?
Do you want to do that one or me?
I think that's more of a
Do. Okay.
you. The short answer though is I was maybe gonna name him Boris.
Yeah, short answer is that was when we were coming up with names for Apollo. Dalton was like, oh my god, Boris. I, vetoed that. But it was just kind of a running joke of like, all right, Dalton, you can name a different animal Boris.
A tortoise is a very appropriate animal. I
Yes.
agree.
We-
A goose would also be a good Boris.
No, Goose is going to be Gustav. We've
I
been over
guess,
this.
I guess. You wouldn't want a female goose?
She can be named Gustav.
I guess you could do that.
Yeah, like, who cares? I'm gonna name her Gustav. That's really funny. So Dalton wanted to name Apollo Boris, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to be as marketable, my man. So shortlist was what? Boris, Apollo, Atlas ended up being our runner-up. What else? There's like, I also came up with Henry and Gregor because I was replaying Fire Emblem Awakening at that time. But no, we were like, okay, Apollo sounds good, sounds marketable. Has multiple like umbrella, like, oh, the space program and the Greco-Roman god, and then also I was also playing Animal Crossing, and I loved Apollo. He was a cool neighbor. So Apollo stuck. Oh, so Boris is the anti-Apollo. Whenever he's being naughty, everyone has naughty names. Apollo, if he's naughty, we call him Boris. Soleil, I have a few nicknames. Soybean is when
Looks like
I'm
the internet
kind of
has
peeved.
resolved itself.
Soybean can be a cute one, but typically if I'm pleased with her, Soleil will be Sunshine. Ophelia, misbehaving, gets Stumpy. If I like her, she gets Sweet Pea. Or Baby. Yeah, see, she's even looking. The baby. I only baby talk Ophelia.
Oh, you just did the fridge, Apollo.
Yeah, he
Making
did.
Fridge noise.
Well, he does associate it with, like, going in the kitchen.
Yeah. We'll be putting a
does
short
the
out
fridge.
with that very soon.
Yeah.
I already got the footage of him doing it with the good mic and everything. We just got to get the fridge.
I know, it's like a 5-second bit in an otherwise, like, empty 20-something minute video.
Oh, you already went through that one?
I'm trying to sort through because it's just, you know, like, I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, there were a couple of those that
You said-
I wasn't sure whether to delete or not, but it's one of those cases
Because you
where
said
there's
that
a
day,
good...
you're like, oh my gosh, there's good stuff in here.
Yeah, some of
we
them
can
were.
edit it right now today. I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and offload the camera. So I'm going through it. It's just like,
Yeah, there were a good few in there that were like, 30 minutes of nothing, but there were 1 or 2 minutes that were good, and I couldn't remember
anyway. So
when I ended the recording.
I love being management. No. Are you guys done already?
I still wonder what the frizz is from the fridge short. That's
Someone
just...
commented. I think. What if he was trying to say fridge?
Yeah, he might have actually been trying to say fridge. That was just, we captioned what the phonemes ended up. That wasn't
Yeah.
like him saying that and meaning that. He just was trying to say something,
that was
and
a
that's
funny
what came
caption.
out.
Oh, Doug.
And it's YouTube Shorts.
It's YouTube.
You
Shorts.
gotta keep it entertaining.
Yeah, we have to take. I try to avoid it when I know what he's saying, but if we don't know what he's saying or just some grumbling, then yeah, we will take liberties with the captions, especially for shorts. We love brain rot.
Where did Apollo get the wart from? We kind of just did it because we thought it was funny from the Elites
Yeah.
and Halo.
Yeah.
Me and Tori played that
always
together
funny.
a long time ago.
It really hits the multiple like check boxes of things that are like funny and frankly profitable. It is like it's funny in a vacuum, like even without the cultural context of it's the Halo Elite sound, it's still funny. So we don't have to worry about people who don't know, and then simultaneously we do hit that audience of already who we have a lot of core audience from, that kind of like, video game.
I don't know how
enjoy.
he ended up learning that, to be honest.
What, work?
Yeah. I know we
was
started
me.
reinforcing it.
Oh my
but why?
gosh, no, I've been doing it the whole time. I was like, oh, that'd be hilarious, and I just started doing it. You don't remember? I guess you just weren't present or not paying attention, but I put on like YouTube search Halo Elite sound effects 10 hours.
No, I remember that.
And I
I
really
just need-
want to do the screams like, like
Oh,
that.
that would be great.
I'm just gonna have, but I can't like hit those pitches oftentimes. But I do just yell a lot. It's great.
Look how not scared of the bird crushing rock, guys.
Watch your toes.
Trying to set the rock down, guys.
Watch your toes.
It's not easy to get my fingers out of there.
Listen here. Whoa, poopies. A little dry. Oh.
Get some flax seeds in there.
Seed.
It's about time to try some water in it. Apollo, you want some rice? Here, we'll get some rice. Look, here, rice.
I'm gonna do it someday. I'm going to find a small fragrance house and I'm just gonna email them. Cold email, hey, let's collab. We'll do an Apollo and other girls inspired smells. I don't know how we're going to work that out with the money, but like, I did a quick search into how is perfumery like a cute little get perfumer's oil or alcohol and then add cinnamon and add pumpkin and add, no, it's not that at all. So I'm like, that's a little too hard of a hobby for me to just pick up and go. So I'll have to find someone else to make an Apollo smell. Oh, and then we could do a schrock smell, but it would be like SCHROUQUE. Schrock. Hilarious. We'll find someone. I swear Dalton's doing something.
Yeah, I was catching up on chat.
Okay, cool. It's crunchy in here. Oh.
Did you teach Apollo to roll the shopping cart? We kind of tried to very mildly. He just throws them over more or less.
Just kind of just throws them. Same thing. He doesn't really do the spin very well either. So I don't know.
But we haven't tried
Yeah.
that. We haven't worked on it much at all because you don't want to spend snack budget on stuff like that.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like just time, effort, budget. We don't want.
How many? Well, not monetary budget. Like how many snacks you can give him.
That's.
Oh.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Is Apollo's preen gland all better? Not all better, but it's doing better and better because we basically are doing a very consistent little bit of working with it over time instead of like very, very high force once or twice, because that's what they do at the vet, and they kind of they have to do that. That's what the vet gets, like the one interaction with the bird, and his has been moving freely. Well, it's a little hard to get out, but his has been moving and the liquid looks more or less good the whole time, kinda.
Yeah, I think with Soleil. A problem with Soleil as well was that she was pulling out the feathers that are
hers were
part
blocked,
of.
which was why.
Right. So yeah, it got blocked. So she'd pull the feathers out to try to unblock it, and then it would get like a little scabby because she would, pull out her feathers. And those feathers are coming in nice. Her oil is nice. Crunchy
Thanks,
birds.
Nyla.
Any message with that? Cool. Nice.
And thanks, Nyla. They asked about Crazy Bird again. It's a movement he does, but it's not like a trained. We can't tell him to do it.
Yeah.
But when he's feeling crazy and he's hanging upside down, he'll do it very often.
Yeah.
Which was the context he always did it in.
And we've made funny, I guess it's me, I've added funny sound effects where he would do it and I go, and so now he'll do that. So whenever he does Crazy Bird, he goes,
Does Apollo preen the girls and vice versa?
yeah.
He tries to preen them sometimes, but they don't usually want it from him. But they preen him, and he's always trying to get preening.
Yeah, like the girls typically would defer to each other first. Ophelia outright refuses from Apollo and will only get preened by Soleil. Soleil will sometimes allow Apollo to preen her if she gets to, I don't know, step on him, kick him, play with him, however she wants. She'll be like, alright, whatever. In exchange, I will step on you. He goes, yes, queen.
What's the worst you've ever been bitten by the Apollo or the girls? Asked more to me. Apollo, like twice, has, on my index finger one time, he pierced the top of my finger, but behind the nail bed, and then not that long ago, he pierced my thumbnail right at the nail bed with his top beak. And those were the two worst I've been bitten. Tori's had two really bad face bites.
I got two really bad face ones where there was like, and obviously the scar is not super visible because anyway. One here on like the side of my nose, like pretty much exactly where you would expect like a nose piercing to be. Like, and it was beak shaped, so like a little like V beak shaped. And then I have another one like just above my lip. I don't remember what the word is for like the little dip in between that's right there, but it's like perfectly centered on one of them. And again, same little beak shaped little V. That one really sucked. But
Yeah, actually, I've had two nose
Dang burn.
and the one lip, I think.
Yeah, I've had another nose one.
That was at the old house.
Yeah, that healed a lot better, and that was across
It wasn't
the
as bad,
bridge,
yeah.
but that was not as bad and did not leave a scar at all. I just can't help kissing birds. They smell good.
How is Apollo liking the new house? They're all loving this house way
yeah.
better because just for
It's
a number of
bigger
reasons,
and
it's
yes.
way better than the old house for birds.
Yes, yes.
It's even kind of like a couple, like 3 feet or something off the ground, which is kind of cool. It's like an old house.
Yeah. Oh, it's a very old house. I want.
It's like old growth wood in the, or this is what it's built with. It's kind of crazy. Having never drilled into that before when it's just like a bunch of sticky, almost sap wood
Yeah.
that comes out when you like mount the TV.
Wee. I gotta start sewing again. Oh, well, never mind. I'm gonna get the extra merch shirts we have, and I'm just gonna practice sewing on them. And then if I be like, all right, here's what to do with your Apollo and Friends merch tee. Here's how to, and then there we go, bam, monetized, and it gets right off the shirts on our taxes.
Someone
so
asked
confused.
if. Oh, wrong one. Is Ophelia actually missing a toe? Oh, relax, Ophelia. And then you can go back to your snacks. No, she's not missing a toe, but she has her two outside rear toes. For whatever reason, it's those two. This one has, you can tell, a good bit of scar tissue, and the nail is like turned around backwards. It's like growing in the wrong way. And then this one has a lot of scar tissue, and especially that last joint is not very mobile at all. And it looks like it almost has a tiny little microscopic almost looking nail coming out now, which is interesting. But that is just outright missing the nail. But she's not missing a toe or even any digits, although it seems that the last digit on that toe is almost useless from all the scar tissue.
Back to food. She sounds very food aggressive, but she's like actually not. She's very vocal about don't touch my food, but then you do it anyway, and she's like, dang it.
What is the foundation of the house made of? I think it's the same
rock.
as like normal stuff. It's on pillars, like little tiny pillars all under the house. Which I believe I don't think it's like one big pad, but I think it's like you know, micro foundations for each of the pillars maybe. It's like a catalog home where they would ship you all the lumber, and you order it in like the Sears catalog,
Wow.
and then you order the workshop edition and
Wow.
build that over there.
Sorry, I know you're just looking at the camera. He's enjoying the camera view.
Is Apollo a bit thinner, less fluffy than usual? I mean, he's been kind of holding his feathers down, but that's not abnormal at all.
Yeah.
No, he's looking normal. The lens we're trying right now is
Oh, the lens is
distorts
different.
a little bit. We don't know how
Oh,
we
yeah?
feel about that,
Yes.
but the wide angle does help because we're constrained at the little house.
We're working on yes.
Location.
I think he wants to learn yes. We've been doing yes.
Yeah, yes is something we
Yes.
definitely want him to learn, and he will learn, and he understands it pretty well. It seems with the head nod.
Right now it sounds a little bit, because like he's tried to say it a couple times, it sounds a little more like yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Or
that
yes.
actually probably won't take too much longer.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't really
funny,
do.
It's like a
yes.
He
It's
can't.
either yes or yes.
Yeah, and really kind of excited sounding, just because
Yeah.
that's how he gets it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very airy, so I guess he's got to probably use a lot of his
The
lungs.
S, like this, the airy phonemes, like
And then the
have
y,
always given
I would
him
imagine
a
takes
lot of
a lot
trouble.
of his lung capacity.
Yeah, this
Oh, yeah,
is.
he's looking.
It took him forever to get the hang of that on some words.
He's just sitting there looking nice.
Have you ever mistook Apollo for one of the girls? There have been quite a few times where he does their noises flawlessly, and everyone is in a location where I'm not sure who did what.
Yeah, I can typically tell, but it's mostly like contextual of who would be the most upset right now. How loud was it? Because Apollo is, even in doing
Yeah,
the
he can
same
do it way
sounds as
louder.
them, he's much louder.
He can do it at the right volume.
You want your swing?
He'll do it
Oh,
sometimes where you're just like, what?
Parrot.
What would you say your ultimate goal is in teaching Apollo? Just,
obviously, it's a number of things, but they're all essentially tied together. But to make a good living and be able to do this and support and raise Apollo, and then just see how far he can go, or more broadly his species, and kind of as a representative of animals broadly, intelligent social animals, and just see what he's able to learn. But initially, at least just, you know, go for most of all the things Alex was able to do with Dr. Pepperberg. And getting him to bathe in this rock pool, or anything. It seems Tori had a little bit of a test with pots and pans. Like some of the bigger pans, the shallow, he might end up liking to bathe in. So we're trying.
Yeah, that's the stand-up sound. Oy. I'm not gonna be surprised if he's gonna, cause like, especially when I exercise, I always complain about what body part I worked that day. So sometimes I'll just, the whole day just, oh, my legs. Yeah, or, oh, my back. I'll say everything in the SpongeBob voice, right? Like, my legs. Or, oh, how, my back. Anyway, this is what?
Is Apollo aware of the live streams? To a degree, I think so, but like highly planned out like video shoots that we, like if we like plan something and then shoot it, we would have the same kind of setup. Like when the setup is all out, he can definitely tell. Although the live stream is unique in having the wireless HDMI transmitter and the HDMI cord all the way to the room, so he does probably notice that. He's not aware that he's live to a bunch of people, but he is aware this is like a unique activity that happens
Periodically.
Yeah, periodically.
Hello.
What word has Apollo not said in the longest time? I don't know, but maybe Tori would know.
Pot.
Oh yeah, pot and cup disappeared, and we didn't really work to bring them back.
Yeah, because we had to like
might bring those back.
It comes down to the philosophical type conversations of like, well, what is a cup for humans? It's like this is what we drink from, drink fluid liquid, but a bowl is for eating liquids. What's the difference between eating and drinking a liquid? That you use a spoon versus your lips or a straw, and then a jar versus a bottle. Those are just cups with lids added. And then what is the difference between a jar and a bottle? Oh, jar is for preservation, but Apollo doesn't know that, and there's no way for him to know that. So.
Ooh, Tori, you should let Apollo earn a pine nut.
Oh my gosh, Ophelia, girls, they're playing in the bowl. They're wrestling in the bowl. Well, this is really entertaining. That'll have to wait. Oh, I know. You get your nut. We're watching the girls. It's so funny. Oh, are they all done? No. They just gotta look around real quick. Get her. Oh, get her. Well, as soon as I open the jar, Apollo, as soon as I open it, they're gonna stop. And this is really funny. This is always quality content, the girls. It's funnier when you get involved, Apollo, but he doesn't get involved in like the tumbling on a flat surface. He'll play with them on like a swing or a perch or something, but he doesn't do the flat surfaces. Did you want to look outside? There you go. Let's go.
Oh, this reminds me, I've been meaning to.
Okay, well, now you can have your pint.
Do you know if the university you work with will publish their research of Apollo? Would love to read it. Yes, it's going to be published. I don't remember the timings, although Gracie, the student conducting the research, is getting all the data broken down on what we have up to now, all of the sessions, or I believe they're called trials. Yeah, yes. Trial sessions, which are individual sets of the new to Apollo person asking Apollo. We typically always do 2 sessions, and they're like 4 snacks each, so 4 reinforcements. Some people do 3 questions per snack, some people do 4. We actually have footage of all of it, so maybe that will be used at some point, but we would have to get releases from any individual person we would want to use. But we are going to, when she gets that all together soon,
in the next couple days, I think, actually. We're going to do like a post with what his accuracy is, because we don't know what it is. I believe it's rather good just from sitting in there.
Yeah, the one thing she did explicitly mention is that it was somewhere over 90% with metal and bowl, but specifically with a metal bowl. So if you gave him a metal bowl, because that's what the test trials are really for. Like, we ask him, corks or what a wrench is made of, but what we're really testing is when you ask him for a label, what's this called versus what's this made of, because those he had enough of each category that overlapped that we could make something work, like glass bottle, metal bowl, glass bowl, stuff like that.
And we only were going with the things that he knew well and was comfortable saying and everything at the time of the study, because you can't add things in later.
So metal bowl, so both metal and bowl, he had something, it was like over 95%. Don't hold me to that, but I think that was like one
But
of his,
there will be
standout
a
scores.
interesting post coming soon with that, and I guess some of the explanations. Like the procedure is like a little tiny room for the actual the sessions, and I have to just sit in the corner, like facing the wall, because I'm allowed to be present. Essentially, you're allowed
because you have
to be present to make the animal
room
comfortable.
Well,
I
and
don't
it's
even
also
have
like
to
if they
be,
don't understand what he
in theory.
said, they could be like, hey, that might have been it. Could you specify what he said, so that you can't look and be like, oh, and have the bias of seeing what he was asked and saying, oh, well, he said the right answer. So you have to, without looking, be like, I heard.
Oh, I didn't know it was
say.
without looking. I've been using my phone as a mirror a lot of the times.
Oh, yeah,
To
yeah.
watch his.
Well, you haven't. It hasn't come up yet where someone has needed to ask you what he said.
I mean, what would actually work better?
gosh dang it.
If that's what we need to do, then what would work better is just, since you guys have a live feed, you would just have like we can give the person an AirPod or something, and you can tell them, because you can actually watch then. Because there's a lot of times it's just like, you gotta be like, oh, is there a bunch going on outside? He's just
Now,
distracted
that's not to say
now,
that
or-
your point is untrue of having you in there makes him less uncomfortable. Helps
Oh no, I don't.
Yes.
That's just the rules. Like broadly, most animals are like that. I don't think he would even need it.
Yeah, it probably doesn't need it, but it's not like a hard and fast rule. But
There's
I
just
remember
so many
specifically in the
times.
Pepperberg trial, she notes, I am in the room present, not watching, only listening, so that if the questioner doesn't understand what Alex said or they need to clarify, that I can give a non-biased
I
answer
actually
because
don't.
I haven't
I don't
seen what
ever
they're asking.
interfere because there's
I
been
know
a
you
good few
don't.
times they don't understand
Yeah.
what he said right when they either tell him he's wrong when he's not, or he's right when he's not. But it's just like, or like on the first question, I've noticed something very, Apollo's very, he knows all the, he's very, how do you say it? Like,
I don't know what word you're looking for.
like the first trial of any new person, like a lot of time, that's why I always try and tell them to do it, but they won't show him, show him the pistachio for the very first one. He doesn't really care after the first one.
Yeah.
But like to show him the pistachio, be like 3 questions or 4 questions, and you get a pistachio, and like he sees the pistachio, and then he's like, all right. And he's locked in. But if you
Yeah.
don't do that, a lot of the times he'll turn around and like not answer
Yeah, 'cause
until they
he's-
ask 3 or 4 times, and then he'll throw out a wrong
He's
answer.
learned that oftentimes, especially with people like, we'll have friends or family over and they'll want to, ask him stuff because it's cool, I get it. But so they would ask him something and then they'd be like, good, and it'd only be the one question, and then they would move on to socialize with us or whatever they initially came over to do. So Apollo, now fed up with it, has to and will insist on negotiating his terms and confirming the award before he even will start. So like they can say, hey, I'm going to ask you this many and this is what you'll get, but he doesn't trust new people. I could do that. I oftentimes don't have the food on me, but like he knows I'm going to give it to him if I say I am. But with new people, he's like, I don't know that you will. So I need to confirm that you have the food on you. We need to negotiate how many questions I'm going to answer, and then I can do it. Wow, those really are just birds.
Yeah, see, they would totally love to bathe in there. Maybe we just do that right now.
Pour water?
Touring?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll do it, but there was a good question.
Because they're so funny in there.
But I lost it.
Dang it, Dalton. Ah! Get her. the funny Caique like head side to side too. We'll do like the. Oh, with all the stuff in there. Oh, you really sneak up on him with that. Whoa. There's seeds in there.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I'll sacrifice a towel.
You're not the one who cleans the towels.
Yeah, I am, sometimes. I'll put this one, this batch in after
most,
stream.
He moves them into the dryer.
Oh, does it even matter? I guess it would be better.
You didn't have to. The laundry bin's already full. I did towels, I'm not kidding, yesterday.
Well, towels are like, you know, that's just, you know, I need like 3 or 4 a day. Maybe 2 or 3 a day average.
You know
I can
what?
clean the towels though. I do
I
a lot of
won't
the
complain
time.
about the towels if you do the dang dishes.
Well, the garage has been a very big project, but we have a whole workshop now essentially.
I know you gotta talk to Mark and Bill. They I don't know.
Yeah, Tori.
You know, you need to get the boys over and sit with baseball caps in the garage and have Bud Lights or something. Very manly.
Bob for flax seeds.
I mean, Soleil definitely looks. She's looking.
Oh, and we can do. Get the towel in there. I'll go. You want to go fill that up, or I can do it.
I can do it.
You would want to do that. Thanks, Maine. Have either of you caught a stray cloaca bomb or poop? Yeah. It's pretty rare though. Well, no, not. The girls fairly often. Apollo almost never.
Have we what?
Caught a stray poop. The
No,
girls
only the girls.
fairly often. Apollo almost never.
Yeah.
And it's only ever like he's sitting on your knee and he does it and it doesn't quite clear like your pants or something. Mm-hmm. The girls though.
The girls pooped on my hand this morning.
Soleil was just in it for the snacks. Alex was mostly trained with attention. Does Apollo work more for treats or more for attention? I mean, Alex also had a lot of treats, but Apollo is very much both. Both are very important. I would have to really think about it to tell the ratio. Honestly, I feel like attention and just desire to understand and communicate is more important than the snacks. But the snacks, especially for like doing, like us just being like, okay, Apollo, right now we would like you to like respond verbally to these questions. Like snacks helps immensely with that. But when his natural like curiosity or attention or desire to do something is in line with some whatever, like that's why we kind of try and focus on what he indicates he wants to do.
Yeah, like we never want to use attention as like a reward because then simultaneously to not reward it would be punishment.
Well,
so I guess it's we never deprive the attention that he wants.
Unless he like bites us or something.
Yes, unless it's something like
We give him a
aggressive.
little bit of social ostracization treatment when he does something like that.
Yes, but in terms of just like not answering questions or wrong questions, like we would never be like, no, I'm ignoring you. I'm going to sneeze soon. Can't tell you when.
Has Apollo said Glask lately? No, Glask has disappeared for
It really was a
maybe
one-hit
all
wonder.
time.
Yeah, like he was saying glass cup.
Yeah, he learned to say glass cup all mashed together first, and then he worked back to glass.
Also lie.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever seen Apollo do? I guess get stuck in places often, in the sense of like, he'll fly onto like a door frame or something and not actually be able to stand there, or even if he wants to chew on it or something, he won't be able to like chew on it because he's just holding it with his beak, and he'll just try and figure it out for I think we put out a short kind of showing that recently.
Yeah.
He'll just try and figure it out for a long time instead of giving up.
That's the only thing I could really think of.
Yeah, he'll do silly little things. Nothing like
Yeah, sometimes
Ophelia
it's
here.
just like clumsy little accidents. Like we'll be playing and he just won't foresee his next move and the excitement of playtime, and will fumble and might like slip, might fall. Obviously, we've never had any injuries, but he might be like, "Oops!" You know, we've had.
We've had injuries. No, the worst.
Oh, yeah,
we had
well,
the one really bad.
But that wasn't
kind
like
of
that wasn't
one.
like a playtime one.
No. Oh, you were talking about
I'm
playtime.
talking about playtime. Him being like uncoordinated for a moment.
Someone did ask, did they ever harm each other when wrestling? The girls have given each other little scuffs
Yeah,
here and
nicks and
there,
scratches.
especially earlier on when they were younger. Like that has happened a bunch of times. And then all around, yeah, there's been a couple like little scuffs or red marks here and there, but
Yeah,
never anything that would
sibling type.
classify as like an actual injury.
Yeah, little scratches, little nicks, little sometimes bruises on the beaks, but like nothing.
The
Nothing
girls
warrant
used to go
any-
like, they used to like
Yeah.
duke it out
Yeah, they get really
over
upset.
some stuff. And like with them, like we always like keep a close eye with Apollo and them, but like with them too, like a bonded pair that's just been together, like I've never broken them up because you know they just kind of
They always sorted
figure it out
themselves.
and they're not gonna hurt each other. And you can kind of tell how birds naturally communicate a little bit by watching them.
Yeah.
It's like there's like the "you annoyed me" screech, there's the "you annoyed me" screech and like peck, the "you annoyed me" screech and light bite. Mm-hmm. Like, and then there's like the "I'm gonna give you a pretty good bite, stop it."
Yeah.
All over some toy or something you'll see with the girls.
Yeah, some toy, a particular piece of food, even if there's more of the same food. Soleil. There you go. Oh.
Everyone's getting pretty relaxed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just too dark out.
So we'll try and catch up on chat here, and then wrap up.
Yep.
Luckily, the internet
why?
issues resolved themselves.
Hold on, let me try again. Hold on, I dropped it that time.
Do the birds use the bathroom wherever they want, or are they trained? This is something that is very important to know about birds and bird ownership. They are essentially not trained and use the bathroom anywhere they want. But we do slightly reinforce positively, like pooping in the proper locations, like, you know, the places that are like set up for them to poop, like their perches, namely.
Yeah.
And they do it there a majority, or at least half the time.
Yeah.
Apollo's a lot better about it than the girls,
Yeah.
partly because of just,
He also goes less frequently.
yeah, larger birds don't go as frequently.
Yeah, but we would never punish
Yeah, you
an
can't-
improper poop.
You can, yeah, even with a little bit of negative reinforcement, you'll never get, like, it's never going to be like a dog or a cat that, when decently trained even, is like essentially flawless, unless you left the dog home for like, you know, 12 hours or
Yeah.
20 hours or something. They're not going to go other than outside.
Yeah, they don't, you know, but they're like
would
instinctually
never.
or consciously smart enough to not like intentionally poop where they are, like where they stand. So it's why, like, if they're on the table, often they'll go to the ledge and go off the ledge. Or if they're like standing on us, they'll like try to go to the edge of the shoulder or the knee or whatever, the head, whatever they're standing on, and go off the ledge. Like they try not to poop where they're walking. Oh, so like, but sometimes they do.
We
that
do
anyway.
not, some people are discussing the mod. We do not have any, we have a few mods that come
They can.
whenever they're able to, but most of the time they're not here. But I did, like, if there's an issue, if I see it, like, I'll deal with it. Like, there was a guy earlier, so I just banned that guy, but other than that, no. But we probably will eventually have mods. I mean, everyone eventually has to get mods.
Yeah.
But, you know, we do not have a gamer Twitch
kind of audience. So it seems rather relaxed.
Right, soybean. Here he goes.
What was that you were saying about relaxing?
Legs. I have 2 legs.
What was Apollo's first word? It was hello, and then fresh water.
And then cork.
Yeah, cork. And then like
Rock.
black metal cup was like one of the first all together about a specific black metal cup that I guess we really should have kept, but oh well.
Yes, a rock. Hey, that wasn't hard, but why did you do that? Come here. Why did you do that? What? Oh, now, and you're very dusty. This is a rock.
Oh, someone was asked earlier what they were scared of, and I was going to say the girls recently, we have a couple oak trees right here, and the pollen is insane, but it like forms big clumps on the roof and then they'll blow off in chunks. That has been absolutely terrifying the girls for like 3 days straight. Like it'll happen and then they'll just freak out. Hopefully all this wind gets it knocked out for at least the next few days. Ooh, that was
It's,
lightning. We just got some lightning out there.
we're gonna have to get our...
I guess it's gonna be a 6 p.m. bedtime probably.
Yeah!
We'll wrap up stream, but try some of the high ISO.
Oh, and we have this lamp here now, so we can turn this on.
really dim that actually not.
Yeah, see? Oh, we have that lamp now.
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
essentially
to-
it is. This is what it would be like at like 6:50.
Yeah, because we had the time
the
change,
cloud
which is why we
coverage.
moved the stream from 3 to 4. And they were going to bed at like 6:30, and now with time change, it's like 7:30 before they even go to bed. So now we're not having dinner until like 8. Yes, so now this is the bedtime rituals of, all right, everyone sit in the same room and be quiet, please. Come here.
Thanks, Jesse, for Tori's emotional support. Bepsis.
Yeah!
Bepsi. Bepsis.
Bepish.
Bepis.
Bepish.
Thanks, Blaze. 206. How much work does it take to have a bird as a pet? I assume significantly more than a dog cat.
Yes.
Yes. Although I would say maybe for like, and I don't clipping as a whole, clipping
Yeah.
flight feathers is a whole thing, but but as far as ease, objectively speaking, like a smaller bird that's
be
clipped
easier than a big-
especially
yeah.
would be at most or at worst equivalent to like a large dog, and that's like properly caring for a large dog, either having a large amount of property they can go be a dog on and run, or like, you know, how much work it takes into like walking or running with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
that was what really like the big difference between like all of the actual like maintaining like cleanliness and sanitation and dangers and proofing your house and all of that, and just general annoyances and their routines that need to be maintained, and having sitters. Like birds overall are much harder in every regard. The only exception I could think of is like just the physical stuff you have to keep up with. Like the birds
small
can get
bird-
their exercise.
The really small common birds though, like, are way easier than this.
Yes, yeah.
So
So
they
we
would,
got
I think they
very
would
demanding
start
breeds.
becoming close. But the big thing is just, especially with the chemicals you have to be careful about, and how sensitive they are, and how different they are, just not being mammals. Like, even there's like an intuitive
Yeah.
understanding with dogs that most people kind of just innately have almost, that a lot of that just is broken with birds, just because, you know, we're so different.
And now Ophelia. Ophelia.
And the noise is not nearly as
Yeah,
controllable as
yeah.
like, because like a trained dog is not going to be
Yeah, good trained
very much
dog is-
noisy
yeah.
when you don't want.
Yeah. And then yeah, these
And that's just
guys
not
are-
something you can do with birds.
Yeah, like they scream when they're happy, they scream when they're mad. They don't scream when they're bored or relaxed, thankfully.
Birds are not easy.
No.
Avocado. If they eat a little bit of avocado, they will die.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you had them at a hospital immediately, they're dead.
But you can't do this with a dog.
There's a
That's
good
really
few
good
little
sport.
like things that you need to know like that with in regard to birds that can just like kill them instantly. Like if you use Teflon cookware and you get it just a little too hot one time and it off gases and they get like a couple molecules of that in their lungs, they're dead. Or they have a lifelong seizure problem and probably reduced brain capacity. And there's way less
we don't need Ophelia
information.
losing any more brain cells. Yep, now it's pouring.
Alright, at least it did pour. I had to friggin' spend like an hour and 45 minutes getting everything ready for it to like rain.
Well, yeah, I could. I mean, you know me and my greens. It was definitely gonna rain today. Oh, okay. One last check for any super chats, I suppose. Come on, let's go sit with your sister. You look like you could use some water.
We're gonna
There you go, babe.
say
Step.
goodbye. Oh, thanks, Carrie.
Never mind. There, you want to sit there? You want to go see Soleil?
I'm starting to suspect Apollo when I grab the tablet might think that that means
There
bye.
you go. We got everyone. The gang's all here. Say bye, Paula.
Great stream, everybody. Thanks.
Wow.
Bye.
He's gonna go get Soleil. Bye. Good job, Apollo. What a nice bird. Let's enjoy